And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the Colorado Rockies. First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about ready for baseball. Starting on the mound in this one, Antonio Senzatella. What do you got on him, Chris?
They're looking for him to get through the lineup a couple of times, limit as much damage as possible, and keep this game close. He's not exactly expected to eat up innings, Boog, but he's capable of doing that if he plays his cards right in this one.
All right, ready to go here. So here's the Brewers DH, Christian Yelich. And that's in for a strike. And we're underway. Right down to shoot, and it's 0-2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. One out, base is empty. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
And now it's William Contreras. Right through there for a strike. Two outs, base is empty. Up and in, and that's ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and there's a hit, and that extends the inning.
The first baseman, number 12.
And here is Hoskins. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. First offering, and it just misses. Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the second game of the series. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Tovar sizes this one up, and that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. The Rockies coming up. We've got no score. Back here at Coors Field. On the hill and coming off a great start, Brandon Woodruff. And he comes in off a really nice season on the hill, Chris.
An ERA in the low 2s last year. So consistent, so dependable. Talk about a skipper who's got a guy like that that's going to go out there and not just keep him in the offense. That's who he was last season. And if he's even close to that this year, I think they'll be really happy with his performance.
Brenton Doyle, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Woodruff, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. The 2-0 is in for a strike. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Makes the catch for the out. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. Singing this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Sean Bouchard stands in now and watches strike 1.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
And a foul ball. And that one popped in the air, left field. Chourio on the move. Makes the grab. 2 away now.
Batting third, the shortstop.
Now it's the shortstop, Ezequiel Tovar. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. The shortstop takes the ball.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
2 down, nobody on. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Woodruff deals. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Rockies. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. Senzatella back to work. And there's a foul ball. Chourio with a homer in his last game.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Popped up. And there's one away.
Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 5.
Garrett Mitchell will hit next. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And first offering is fouled off.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
In the air out towards right center. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Round second, digging for third. And he's got himself a triple. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
One down, runner at third. Next for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz went deep in the ball game last night. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
0-1.
Senzatella winds and deals. This to third. McMahon fires over to first. But it's 1-0 as the run scores.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
This is Bryce Terang.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
And that misses. Ball one. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the second. Swings through that one.
1-1. Right.
And that's outside.
No, that's out.
Yeah, that's ball 2. Two outs. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fly ball down the line. Veen running hard for it. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Two down, nobody on. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
Next to hit, Andrew Monasterio. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. Coming home. He will score. And the lead runner puts on the brakes at second.
Wastes no time there. He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now it's Christian Yelich. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one fouled off. This one chopped to first. Tolia. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Brewers 2 and the Rockies nothing. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That's in there, and that is strike one.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here is Chris Bryant. Blasted 2 home runs in last night's game. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And here it comes. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He'll circle the bases, and this game is tied. It's 2-2.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. Well, you can see he was out front just a little bit. Maybe didn't recognize the changeup earlier, but he got the bat head to it, hooked it down the line, and was able to keep it fair for a long home run. Really impressive.
Michael Toglia at the plate and takes high there.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
A changeup missing. 2-0.
Boog, one of our favorites. Jerry Hillsdale umpiring behind home plate in this one. Pretty much by the book with his strike zone.
And because he's so by the book, you'll sometimes see pitchers questioning him. They'll make a good pitch on the edge of the zone, want the strike, and not get the call. But most of the time, Jerry gets it right. He's a good one. There's a strike. 3-1. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Kyle Farmer in the box now. No balls and a strike. Tied up here in the early going. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. Bangs off the wall. Now he'll turn for second, and that's a 2-bagger.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
Hunter Goodman digging in for the Rockies. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss at 99 miles an hour.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
One out and a runner at second. Bottom half of inning number 2. Got him. Now 2 out.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Zach V in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. In the dirt.
0-2.
Runner at second, 2 down. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. The run comes in from second. It's 3-2.
Really nice job with 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
So the lineup flips over. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another ball. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Next offering in there for a strike. Now 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2-2 is the count.
Hit in the air, left field. Chourio brings it in, and that will end the inning. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We play 2 full. It's the Rockies 3 and the Brewers 2. Back here in Denver, top half of the 3rd inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick. Now 1 miss.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
After scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Frelick, a former Gold Glove winner, batting second in today's lineup. A former first-round pick in 2021. Inside, just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That misses the zone. And now 3-1. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. 1 away.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrating with himself until his next at bat.
Here's the catcher, William Contreras. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Ground ball left side. Sends it to Tolia. 2 up, 2 down.
The first baseman, number 12, Rhys Hoskins.
Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Going 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Off the mark there. And the count even 1-1.
1-1.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And a foul ball.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
2 outs. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swung on, belted. Out of here, a home run off the foul pole. He circles the bases. His second homer this series. It's 3-3. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Digging in, Jackson Chourio. In the air to left center, Tovar. Makes the catch, inning over. But the Brewers add 1 with a solo shot. We're tied now at 3 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Coors Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the left fielder, Sean Bouchard. Edge of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His 3rd inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, shortstop.
So in now for Colorado, Ezequiel Tovar. He's 0 for 1. Inside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's gone. And this place is rocking. His first homer of the year, and just like that, they're out front. It's 4-3.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 1 out, nobody on. Now the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. McMahon with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And that's a double.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
1 out, runner at second. Chris Bryant gets a chance to hit here. And that one is downstairs. And that is ball 1. One out and a runner at second. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Hauls it in for the out.
The first baseman, number 4, Michael Tolia.
Here's Michael Tolia. And that's a strike.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Runner at second, 2 down here in the last half of the third. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Man at second. Swing and a miss, and that is that. The Rockies get one by way of the long ball. It's now a 4-3 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Garrett Mitchell. That one in there across the letters.
Well, these Brewers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Now it's going to be Joseph Ortiz. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. The walk and a run scored his first time. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Oh, one down. Runner takes off, and that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Swings and misses. That K is his third of the game.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Swinging a foul straight back. Late on that fastball.
0-2.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul ball, still 0-2. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. 1 hit, 1 left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Rockies 4 and the Brewers 3. And we're back. Bottom 4. Kyle Farmer up to the plate now. Just missed.
Well, these Rockies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Contreras collects, fires to first, got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Oh, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Hunter Goodman. Just missed.
That's outside. Ball.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch is in there, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One down, base is empty.
Ball.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Veen stands in now and watches strike one. Outside, and that's ball one. Ground ball right side, and that chance handled in plenty of time to first, and that'll do it. Rockies are down quietly, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Yelich at the dish. Senzatella back to work. That one's upstairs, ball one. Well struck, right field. Out of here. Christian Yelich leaves the yard. His second of the year, and we're level. It's 4-4.
That's a game changer right there. A big time swing, and we're all tied up. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Sal Frelick digs in now. 0 for 2 in this one.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. And it's 1-1.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Tied at 4. That misses.
2-1.
And it's 2-1. Just missed. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. That's to third. On the run, sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next in the Rockies, the catcher, William Contreras.
And here's the catcher, William Contreras. 1 for 2. On the ground, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. He's already homered here in this one. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Contreras leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Out to short. Tovar zips it across. That's the second out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the left fielder, Jackson Chourio. And there's a strike. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
0-2.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. The run comes in from second. 5-4 now as they take the lead.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Here's the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So runner at second, 2 down. Ortiz now at the plate. Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Good job to fight that one off. In the air, right field. Veen in pursuit. And that's the 3rd out. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits. 1 was the solo homer. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Brewers 6 and the Rockies 4. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. There's a strike.
Well, these Rockies digging into their numbers have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Makes the catch, 1 down. Sean Bouchard digging in for the Rockies. First pitch, not close.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And that's in for a strike.
1-1.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The Brewers leading by 2. Last half of inning number 5. Pitch misses.
2-2.
It's 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Next for Colorado, Ezequiel Tovar. He's already homered in this game. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Yoel Payamps getting ready to go. Ashby, the power lefty, up as well. In the air, right side, Freeland. He makes the grab, and that is that. So they go quietly there. We're through 5. It's the Brewers 6 and the Rockies 4. Back here at Coors Field, and now here is Bryce Terang. New pitcher in the game for the Rockies, Angel Chevy.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Chevy measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a sinker, a changeup, and he works in a slider. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Bouchard settles underneath it, puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Andrew Monasterio.
Now here is Andrew Monasterio. He swings and fouls one off. One down, base is empty. Fought off foul. Stays alive. Well struck left field. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Automatic double?
It's automatic double. It's not a ground rule double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Here comes Christian Yelich. It was a homer for him back in the 5th. Just a solo shot, but an important swing in this game.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful swing as well. Everything just came together timing-wise, and he blasted it out of here.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Foul ball there. Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. That one's deep. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Next for the Brewers, Sal Frelick. 0 for 3 in this one. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Lined into right. Bean makes the catch. And that is that. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Brewers 6 and the Rockies 4. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Aaron Ashby.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Here's Ryan McMahon now.
Third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
And that drops in for a strike. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Abner Uribe, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Hudson getting cranked up as well. And the 0-1. Here's Chris Bryant now.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important at getting back into this ballgame.
And takes low for ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
The count.
Squirts away a little bit. Nice job behind the plate there. Right through there for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
And that one fouled off. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Went back to the changeup, and it was successful. Michael Toglia digging in for the Rockies. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And that drops in for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
And fouled off. Man at first, one away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that's outside.
1-2.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So Hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Kyle Farmer digging in for the Rockies. That one ran inside, almost got him. McMahon off of first with 2 away. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's a ball and a strike. And that's a fair ball. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now Hunter Goodman, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. On the outside corner, 0-1. Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. And that's fouled off. This to third. They get the force. Inning over. 2 left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Brewers 6 and the Rockies 4. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
William Contreras.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tyler Kinley.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And a pitch. And that one fouled off. Line drive.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Hoskins batting with 1 down, takes a strike. One down, base is empty, and a foul ball. The 0-2 on the ground, right side, and a couple of quick outs.
Now back, the left fielder, Jackson Chorio.
2 down, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Jackson Chorio. And that drops in for a strike.
Man,
No ball,
91
one
on
strike.
the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
In the air, left field, down the line, and a foul ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
He's got a single, a double, and a triple in this game. A home run gets him the cycle. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Next offering is fouled back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Ground ball up the middle. Dives and he can't hang on. First and second, 2 outs. Here's the third baseman, Joseph Ortiz. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Out in front and foul to the left side.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. And ball one.
That's the ball. 1-2.
Chorio at second, Mitchell at first, 2 out of the inning. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. Got him swinging.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Abner Uribe.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
So in now for Colorado, Zach Veen. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1. Up the middle, makes the grab, 1 away.
the center fielder, number 9, Brenton Doyle.
Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Brenton Doyle. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That's down and in. That one's in there. And the count is 3-1.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Liner, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Sean Bouchard digging in for the Rockies. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Splits the plate. It's 0-1. Uribe with a move to first. And he's back in safely. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. There's a ball. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Check on the runner, and he dives back in safely.
Good wheels out there on second, and he's getting a pretty big lead right now. Definitely looking to score on any hit to the outfield.
Tying run at the plate. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. And down the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. Right through there for a strike. Look out!
You hit him.
And it hit him.
You got him.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Abner Uribe won't go any further tonight. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Ryan Hudson.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
There's a strike.
0-1.
And that is out of play. And the 0-2.
1-2.
In the dirt. Runners hold tight. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a swing and a miss. That ends the frame.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Bryce Turang. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Victor Vodnik.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
First pitch
That's the
doesn't
ball.
find the zone.
1-0. Ball.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's a little bit high. Ball 3. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Caught him looking for the K.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Monasterio in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
Fastball, and he
ball.
gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
1-1.
That one a little bit high. Ball 2. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Way out front for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a good eye
Count is
there.
full.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there are 2 down.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Swing and a miss at a slider.
0-2.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Now pitching for
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jared Koenig. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Here's Bryant now.
the designated hitter, Ed Bryant.
That's a strike, and it's 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
0-2.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
The next pitch
Ball,
misses.
that's up.
Now 1-2.
Foul ball.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout.
Got it.
Fires over to Hoskins. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And here's the first baseman, Michael Tolia.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
That's in there. Strike one. Swings through that one for strike two.
0-2.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Hard hit left side. Fires over to Hoskins. 2 out.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
So 2 down now, and here is Kyle Farmer. That clips the corner. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out. They'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Next one misses, and the count 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Another 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. That's to third. Ortiz fires across the diamond, and that is the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rockies, and the score remains 6-4. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the right fielder, Sal Frelick. So they turn to their closer, Scott Alexander.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Veen in pursuit. And it's caught for the out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting, William.
So up next, William Contreras.
Well, I got a chance to meet William during spring training as he was coming up trying to get to the big leagues, and this kid's got some ridiculous pop. Watched him on the backfields taking batting practice. All of his coaches would just kind of roll their eyes and say this kid's going to be great without actually saying the words. Then later that season, I got a chance to chat with Wilson, big brother, and ask him about little brother, and he smiled as well, said yeah, he's good, and gave me that look that I think he might be better than me eventually.
One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One-two to Contreras, and that's too high.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying that's not up.
Line drive, he brings it down. Nice play.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. That one's in there, 0-1. Alexander, 35 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Pop foul out of play off to the right. He gets there with the slide. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. Offense held in check there. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Brewers 6 and the Rockies 4. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Trevor McGill.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Here's the catcher, Hunter Goodman. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. First offering in the dirt. And a strike in there. And a big swing and a miss.
1 and 2 is the count.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Contreras down to first with it. In time to get him. 1 away and the strikeout.
Well, when you swing through that one breaking ball that puts you up against the ropes with 2 strikes, you think he's either going to double up or try to blow a fastball by you with the next pitch. Right there, and snapped off another curve. It was the same result as the pitch before.
He's 2 outs away. Zach Veen, the next to hit. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And another ball.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch. Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
There's a line drive to left field. Chourio makes a nice grab at a full sprint.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard-hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground. In a short amount of time.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Mickey Moniak looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. On the ground, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, there's no letdown after they got to 10 wins. Came out today, pushed it to 11. The opposition looks disgusted from the other side of the field. They respect the talent that's over there, but they also think that this is a lucky team. Well, that's the thing about baseball. You've got to be good and you've got to be lucky. Right now, they're clicking on all cylinders, and they're just going to ride it as long as it'll last.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.